honored to have him interview with me here today, and he is the president of the National International Gaming Standards Association, IGSA. I got it correctly, and I have none other than Marc Pace. Marc, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Feels good to have you here in Lagos, Nigeria. Is this your first time?
It is. It was wonderful.
How has it been so far? This is technically day 2 of the event, but let's say day 1 of the whole panel section and all of that. But how has it been the experience for you so far coming to Lagos, Nigeria? I know you've heard so much about it, but how has it been touching foot on the soil?
It has been absolutely fantastic. The people are amazing. They're very friendly. The reception that we had, the help from the AGE crew in getting through the airport and getting checked in was fantastic. They've arranged everything, so it's been absolutely superb. The food has been fantastic. The cultural events, what can you say? But the only bad thing, I had to actually go and give a presentation right after the dance team performed. That was pretty difficult.
Well, we'll get to that part of the evening. But then again, let's talk about Age Lagos 2024. This year, this summit, it is a maiden edition. But then again, it is centered around regulators, majorly around regulators. We have operators, we have exhibitors. Here today, we have investors. And, we have other people from other sector outside the gaming sector here today, gathered here today to have conversations that are long overdue and much needed. But how do you see importance for summits like this to happen?
They're critically important, especially in a jurisdiction in a country like Nigeria that has so many different states. Getting the regulators together, but more importantly, getting regulators from other countries within the continent to come here to share views. What we spend a lot of time from an IGSA perspective speaking with regulators. We work very closely with the International Association of Gaming Regulators, with North American Gaming Regulatory Association in the US, with the Gaming European Forum, for example, in Europe, and other individual regulators. And we ask them, what are your challenges? And what's interesting is, in survey after survey that we do, regardless of whether the regulators are from Africa or from Europe or from North America, the challenges often are a mirror image of each other. So it's wonderful to bring the regulators together to have these conversations, because the more they realize they're facing the same issues, the more likely they are to work together and to bring expertise in to try and solve these issues collaboratively. And as we discussed today, and in many different panels, the idea of sameness across jurisdictions in terms of regulatory frameworks is really important to drive and grow the industry here in Africa.
Okay, talking about the African market, what has been done so far in the gaming sector? Is it enough? Can more be done? And what more do you think should be done?
There's never enough. Sometimes people ask me, is the internet done? The internet is never going to be done. It's an ever-evolving thing. It's same thing with regulations and dealing in the gaming industry. First of all, we use technology. Technology is constantly being, reinvented. There's so much innovation occurring. It's moving so fast. Regulators are often, one step or two step behind. That's the way it's always going to be. So there's always more to be done. What's again encouraging is that when you've got regulators talking together, when there's a sense of collaboration, then it's a really good thing, because everybody is looking at it from a different perspective, and all the different mindsets coming together really help solve a problem in a much more creative, elegant, and efficient way than just one individual or one authority trying to do it on their own. We spend time collaborating with other industry associations for that very same reason. No one organization can know it all or can solve it by themselves. We need to work together. So I think a lot has been done. A lot more will need to be done, especially as technology continues to evolve.
Before I let you go, this is day 2 of the expo. We have 2 more days to go of so many other conversations to be had, a lot of other panel sections to be had also. What should be everybody's take home after this summit? Like what do you think should be the take home for you, and also every other person attending the summit? What should be the take home for them?
I think, to me, in every single conference that I go to, there's always such a huge sense of excitement, such a huge sense of immediacy. And then everybody goes back to their offices, and everybody gets inundated with their emails and with work, and everything sort of goes back to the way it was. I think what's really important is there are a lot of really great conversations that are happening here. My advice to everybody is keep those conversations going. Don't stop. If you said you're going to email somebody, email them, ask questions. Just keep these connections going, because that's the only way we progress. If we go back home and do things the way we've always done them, then we're back to where we were.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us. Like I said, it was an honor talking to him. I hope you guys can feel that from the wealth of knowledge that he just dropped here on the carpet with this interview. Thank you so much, Marc, for talking to us. We hope you have an amazing flight back as you're rushing back. But thank you once again for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Have a lovely.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.